Okay, so welcome to all of you. This is our last session for now of the Holiday Harmony Studio series. My name is Erin, and I'm teaching this afternoon or evening, depending on where you're joining from. Okay, so it's a short session, so we'll go ahead and get started. I am going to flip the script a little bit today, and we are going to start in rest because I feel like sometimes we get, and by we, I mean me, we get carried away with other things, and then we're often cutting short our rest at the end of the practice. So I'm going to start us off in a nice rest, and then we'll come out of the rest and see what we have time for after that. If you are in a space where it's possible for you to lie down, that is going to give you the most release in terms of your rest. It's going to let your body rest the most. So if you can lie down, I encourage you to do so. If you're somewhere where lying down is not really an option, then just relaxing comfortably in your chair is fine. And for rest in a chair, you just want to just sort of let the body go. Let the chair support you as much as you can. You lean back, let the back of the chair support your back. Feel your feet on the ground. Let the seat of the chair support you. So you're really releasing into the chair. And I'm going to show you guys a couple options for lying on the floor if you are able to do that. Okay. Uh, Okay. So when we lie down, if you have any sort of cushion or bolster, that can be really nice to help you open up the chest. And when we work at our desks and at our computers a lot, oftentimes this front part of the body tightens and constricts, and we might be hunching a little bit. So having a little lift underneath you while you rest is really nice. You can do that with a bolster. You can also do that with simply a blanket that's folded up. So this would be a less, um, less thick option for you, but you'll still feel the difference if you lie across that. Um, so if you have a cushion or a blanket, go ahead and put that somewhere behind your chest, and then just let your body relax back. And again, if you're on the floor, you want the backs of the hands touching the floor, the palms face up. And if it's comfortable for you, you can extend the legs out. Another option is what I'm doing here, where my knees are bent and the knees are dropping in toward each other. And that just takes any pressure off of the low back. So whatever position you're in, you can choose whether your eyes stay open or closed. And I invite you to turn your attention to your breathing. So I'm going to come out of my position just so I can speak directly to you and make sure my voice gets heard, but you stay resting. So your attention has turned to your breath. You're just feeling the breath come in and out the nose. With every exhale, just allow your body to release a little more into the support that's underneath you. So releasing into the cushion, into the floor, or into the chair. And from here, we'll take a short scan of the body. So we're going to use our attention to help the body relax even a little bit more. So start by bringing your attention to your forehead. So first you're just noticing the forehead, bringing your attention there. Sometimes folks use an image like a flashlight. So imagine you were shining a flashlight on the forehead and bringing that attention to the forehead. And let your forehead relax. Bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Imagine you could feel the distance. What is the distance? What is the space between the eyebrows? Let that space relax. Bring the attention to the eyes, especially letting the outer corners of the eyes soften and relax. Bringing the attention to the jaw, letting the jaw soften and relax. Bringing the attention to the neck and the throat, letting neck and throat soften and relax. Bring the attention to the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the backs of the hands, palms of the hands, and all 10 fingers. Letting both of your arms grow heavy and relax. And letting the attention come from the tips of the fingers all the way back up to the shoulders. And then letting the attention come to the chest, the belly, the hips, the tops of the thighs, the backs of the thighs, the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and all 10 toes. And again, sweeping the attention. So from the tips of the toes all the way up to the top of the head. And from the top of the head all the way down to the soles of the feet. And just letting your whole body soften and relax. And now slowly begin to deepen your breathing. Invite a little movement into your fingers and toes. So a little wiggle into the fingers and toes. And circle out your ankles and wrists. And then circle in the opposite direction. And if you are lying down, any way that feels comfortable, you can come up to a sitting position and take your time. Try to keep that feeling of rest even as we begin to move. If you're seated and your eyes are closed, you can open the eyes and just take a moment to check in with your body, noticing how it feels to give yourself that gift of resting. From here, we're going to come into a little bit of gentle movement. So let's start just by breathing. So we're going to breathe in and out the nose. Your hands can stay, they can rest on your knees or in your lap, anywhere that feels comfortable. And as you're breathing, just notice what's happening with your spine. So as we breathe in, the spine feels like it gets a little taller. And as we breathe out, we kind of release down. So we're going to inhale, feel that length in our spine, and now bring one hand across to the opposite knee. The other hand can come to your hip. It could come to the floor behind you if you're on the floor, or it could come to the back of the chair. So anything that feels comfortable, just a gentle seated twist. And your hands are just sort of helping you have a lift in the chest. So exhale here. Inhale again to get tall. And exhale, turn your head over that back shoulder. Nice. Breathing in and out. In and out. Inhale to center. Exhale, stay here. Notice how the different sides of the body feel. Right? Take a breath in. Feel the length in the spine. And again, as you exhale, second side. So one hand reaches across, the other hand might come to your hip. It might come to the floor or the chair behind you. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the chest, feel the length of the spine. And exhale, turn your gaze back behind you. So looking over that back shoulder. Breathing in and out. In and out. Inhale to center. Exhale, release. And from here, we're going to make our way to standing. So if you're in your chair, you can just stand up. And if you're on the floor, any way that feels comfortable for you to stand is going to work here. Okay, so come into mountain pose. And for mountain, you have a couple of choices. It's more stable if the feet are about as wide apart as your hips. I'll step forward just so you can see where the feet are. Good. And then it's a little more active if the feet are touching each other. When the inner edges of the feet connect, you can draw both of the legs toward each other. Feel that center line of the body activate. Shoulders roll back and down. There's some connection in the low belly. And then I'm just going to step back a little so my arms will show. So again, you're choosing either feet together or feet apart. And we're just going to move with the breath. So inhaling, reach the arms up. Gaze up. Exhaling, hands come down. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, hands come down. One more, inhale. And exhale. And from here, we're going to try the brain balance sequence. So that's evening out or connecting the right and left sides of the body as well as the right and left sides of the brain. So bringing the weight onto one of your feet, and you're going to step the opposite foot back. And then whichever leg is reaching back, that opposite arm is reaching forward. Okay, so we have one leg back and one leg forward. Now you might stay right here and that might be enough for you. Otherwise you can exhale, lift the knee, reach the hand across. Inhale to stretch. And that back foot can stay up or down. Exhale to touch. Nice. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. Let's do one more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, touch. And then come back into mountain. Hands by the sides. Feeling, noticing the difference from one side to the other. And then we'll take that to the opposite side. So we're going to reach the other leg back, the other arm forward. This hand can just kind of hang out on the hips. Or if you need to hold on to a desk or a chair for support, that's fine. Inhale for length. Exhale to touch. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to touch. Good. Inhale to stretch, balance. Exhale to touch. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to mountain. Hands by the side. Gentle breath in. Relaxed breath out. Okay, so from mountain, you can come to sitting, and I'm gonna grab my chair. We can all, if you have a chair, we can all make our way back to the seat. Okay, from here, we'll take just a moment and connect with our breathing. And let's do belly heart breathing. So one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Eyes can be open or closed. Just breathing in and out the nose. Noticing the natural pattern of the breath. Let's take one more breath in together. One more breath out. And let your hands relax down. Thank you so much for joining us for our Holiday Harmony series. It has been a real joy to teach and connect with you all. We wish you a wonderful holiday season. And if you'd like to share any responses or reactions in the Q&A, you can go ahead and do that. We always love to hear from you. And otherwise, just have a wonderful holiday, and we look forward to connecting with you all in the new year.